Make sure this is showing up as live. Am I live? I'm live. Am I cringy? I'm cringy. Still not showing up as live. It's odd. There we go. Alright, this will be one to rewatch as well, because what I'm doing is, this is going to be another review, and as always with this, I put in the towers I'm going to review. So today is going to be reviewing TherKyn, Master Krepus, and Adir. And with this, actually, let me put my Discord in. Sorry. This will actually conclude it for the going through all my Discord and grabbing everyone who sent me their PDFs. PDFs of your Tower 2 review. I just updated that. So now my Discord should show in here. If you refresh. If you want me to review your tower, please put it in a PDF and send it my way. Jeff, email me a PDF, or not email me, Discord me a PDF of your tower, and I'll happily do it. I put my Discord in the description. This has been, I just spent like 20 minutes going through, clicking everybody's, messages to me, and this sums it up. This is the rest of them. And with this, how I like to lead it off is, these aren't going to be like too in detail, just because the tower in itself is so broad. There's so many different levels. There's so much with the tower, like so much. And my biggest takeaways are, I want to go over lots of towers, but I want to give people 1 to 2 to 3 pieces of really impactful information that they can then apply to their tower to help them improve. So a lot of times there'll be something that just sticks out. That'll be a good piece of advice. Other times it might be more niche. But if you're a beginner, intermediate, late game player, I think that these videos will still be able to help you quite a bit. What's everybody? Serious, good to see ya. As always, what up, Berto, Muffin, Jeff? Send me your PDF, man. I didn't see a PDF from you or a Discord from you, so send it to me and I'll be happy to do it for sure. My active run is only 1.3 trillion a minute. Well, there's only one way to solve that. Stones and DT plus. Or assist mod generator multiplier. That'll do it. Alright, but let's start this. So we're going to start with here. First tower we're going to review is TherKyn. TherKyn. Thoughts. Looking for 2 to 3 things to focus on. Bouncing between platinum and champions. Looking for some long labs going right now, but I'm not too tied down to any of them. The research speed is like 88, 89. Oh wow, so he's got good lab speed. That's much more than me. Quick pause. I'm actually taking a break from lab speed, just because I'm trying to get my damage up more and some other stuff, just so I can consistently, I need to get better in tournaments so I can consistently get 4 to 6 keys. Once I get auto restart, then I'm going to go back to working on econ stuff. I got to get auto restart so I can just glass cannon permanently. Once I get my auto restart, then I'm pretty much happy with finally finishing off all these econ module labs and lab speed. What if my PDF is too big? Oh, that's fine. Oh, if it's too much to send in Discord, make a Google Doc and make it available to public, and I will open it and then I will save it as a PDF. So yeah, just do it as like a Google Doc that you send, and that'll do it. We got the white bandana on today. Actually, I just filmed the video. So videos I filmed white bandana, and I forgot to switch it to the pink one, because pink ones are usually for lives, but this is what we're doing today. Cool. So ultimate weapons. I use Multiverse Nexus, but I'm trying to get 50, 100, 100 for Black Hole, Deathwave, GT before I go any further into ultimates. I'm at least 2 more ultimates before I get Chain Lightning. Those are Spotlight, Inner Landmine, Poison Swamper, next 3. Do I worry about sinking at the lower level or just save to get Chain Lightning, more damage? Astral Deliverance is new. Was using Death Penalty. Apparently bad for farming. Yeah, Death Penalty is bad for farming. Don't want to use that. The first piece of advice I'm going to give you, TherKyn, before even looking into it, is your workshop. So, in any league lower than champions, and I don't know why my stupid songs aren't actually going to the next ones. It's ridiculous. They're supposed to. It's in a playlist, but it's not actually going to the next song after it's done. But it's a side thing. So if you're in like platinum and champions, I would almost guarantee that by the time you get to the end of your run, your damage, your defense, maybe even not your level skips, are fully maxed out. So what I would recommend is that you put a lot of labs into your farming stuff, like coins, for example, and then you put your coins into workshop. Because if you can start your champions run with your defense, like your health and your health regen level 5,000, and your free ups already maxed out and like defense absolute maxed out, you're going to be much more farther ahead than if you finish with, say, 2,000 health and health regen. So just putting more into your workshop is going to absolutely help you move up a bit. Let's see here. So here's your ultimates, GT, Black Hole, Death Wave. Yeah, I think 3 minutes here is good. You definitely want to get another quantity or two on the Death Wave. This is how you get the cell bonus. I wouldn't even research Death Wave cell bonus till you get at least 3 of these and the good module sub effect on it. Golden Tower, this is good. Black Hole, good. You know, for where you're at. 211 trillion coins. Looking at your tiers you farm. I guess you're usually farming tier 10. Yeah, that's good. Farming good waves here at tier 10 and tier 9. So you're getting good cells. So I definitely recommend sticking around a tier. You can get about 6,000 waves for the cell income. Alright, so G-Comp. Yes, you absolutely want to use G-Comp for your farming. Because since your cooldowns are a bit longer, this is going to help a lot with your econ, more so than a black hole digester. I think you asked a question about this too. Do you put more, so you said you did or did not have Chain Lightning? 2 more ultimates before I get Chain Lightning. Oh, so you can't have Chain Lightning yet. That'd work more on your econ, because you can get through and or up into champions just off having a pretty much completed workshop and some good defense. Since you have the G-Comp and the Multiverse Nexus, everything's in sync. That's good. Orbital Augment. Let's check your labs. Oh, these are really high labs. These are higher labs than me. I wouldn't do any more defense lab. Yeah, you've got very good lab here. Got good wall health. Wow. Yeah, you've got very good EHP labs is what it looks like. If I'm reading this right, as your level that you have. GT bonus, GT duration, good. Black hole damage, black hole, extra black hole coin, good. Spotlight coin, good. Death Wave bonus. So, see, Death Wave cell bonus, I don't want to say it's a wasted lab, but you're only getting Death Wave cell bonus on the wave that goes out. And there's only one effect wave every, what, 3 minutes? So, in order to get more cells from your Death Wave cell bonus, you need at least another wave or 2. So, I would recommend that you buy at least 2 more Death Wave waves. Get at least 2 more. Labs, common drop chance, that's good. Rerolls. Reroll labs are always good to get, especially once you start getting past Mythic. And you're getting into Ancestral, yeah. Let's see what your lab slots are right now. Where are your lab slots? I don't see them. No, I don't think so. No, I don't see them. Wow, see, lots of comments. How do you make a PDF bigger than a 30-second video? I don't know what you mean by that. You literally just... Oh, yeah. Because Discord doesn't allow you to make or send more than a 30-second video. Yeah, my cat, she just walked out. It's good, AGR. I got tier 15 relic 274 waves and 19. Nice. Hey, post a thread on Tower Discord with my tower screenshots. I DM'd you the link. Hope the format is okay. Yeah, I can't. I don't have the time to save every individual image and put it into a PDF and then upload it myself. So I'm asking if you want me to review it, you got to put it in a PDF for me. Looking at your enhancements. So you're making enough to get another coin enhancement after each run, if I'm looking at your stats right. Oh, you don't have any defense enhancements. Yeah, definitely get your defense enhancements going. Current level. So you've got really good current levels. Yeah, so from the look of this, it would seem like you're getting your workshop probably maxed out in your run. Your wall health, yeah, 1300, that's very good. You need to get some more defense enhancements going. So my first piece of advice to you, TherKyn, is get a few more death wave actual waves, and then get some more defense enhancements, and then work on your reroll shards. And the reason why you want to work on your reroll shards is on your modules. On your modules, since you have a mythic, you can start getting more death wave effect waves. Right now you've got these rare or epic substats. The substats are so impactful once you get past like legendary. They get really strong at mythic and ancestral, so you need more reroll shards for that. So I'd absolutely recommend researching your reroll labs more. So I'd permanent your reroll labs. I'd put those coins into your defense workshop enhancements, and then spend some stones on getting a few more death wave quantity effect waves, and that's going to help quite a bit. And that is my summary advice to you, TherKyn. 3 pieces of advice. I think that'll help you quite a bit. Been out farming 4 trillion a day. Yeah, if you're farming 4 trillion a day, you have so much that you can put into enhancements. Like, I'm kind of shocked your defense enhancements are pretty much empty. Obviously no slant against it, but like damage enhancements will hurt your farming, so like, you know, kind of tread lightly on these, but work a lot on your defense enhancements. With your wall being where it is too, getting lots of wall enhancements is going to help too, because your wall regen or your health regen, that going to your wall with your wall rebuild or wall regen, it's just going to have such a good impact on you. So I would spend a lot of coins, like pretty much all your coins, on your defense enhancements, and I think you'll see that you start moving about a platinum into champions consistently. What's up, Zephyr? Immort, what's up? Yo, Bonzo, what do you think about cannon for armor? I feel like the multi would help but damage massively. So actually, if you want multiplier for damage with assist mod, the best one's core. Like, hands down. 161 level module is 11 times or 11.71 multiplier on your ultimate weapon damage. While your tower, I mean, this is 162 for cannon, and it's only 8.6. So getting a core assist mod and then getting some in the multiplier is going to be more impactful than cannon. I got the armor assist mod just to get space displacer and then inner landmine plus for more crowd control. And that's definitely not the most, you know, beneficial way to go about it. But if you're looking for more damage, you know, when you get up into champions, legends, usually chain lightning's your biggest damage dealer, and so it's ultimate weapon damage anyways. And therefore, getting more ultimate weapon damage multiplier here on your core, that's the way to go. Speaking of health regen, hope your health is okay, champ. Thanks, man. They've got me. If you were on my live yesterday, you saw me take one, but I got prescribed this medication called Ketotifen, and I'm no doctor, so obviously don't take it as this. But whenever you're dealing with like detoxing, whether it's from, you know, a vaccine, mold, Epstein-Barr, Lyme, your mast cells go crazy. Not to give you guys a health detour here, but they gave me Ketotifen because it helps with your mast cells so you can, you know, feel better and push your detox more. But one of the side effects is you're really sleepy and you can be kind of, you know, under the weather mentally. So like yesterday I slept like 11 hours. Friday I slept like 14 hours. So I've been sleeping a ton lately. Ally, summon, attack. Yeah, these are all good. These are balanced. Until you get GT plus, you know, having a good balance on these is fine. Fetch. I think if you've got a little bit more into cooldown, you want to make sure you're getting the max metals and gems. I don't know what those are. Oh. Sorry, jumping around. Now we're on Master Krepus tower. Alright. So again, with all these, I like giving just a few quick points of summary. 2 to 3 impactful tips that you can take away. I don't want to feel like I'm coming through and just ripping your tower from top to bottom. And obviously, take my advice with a grain of sand because I'm no expert. Oh, whoops, I can keep this playing. But alright, started on June 14th. 63 trillion coins so far. And it looks like you're mostly farming tier 6, 7, and 8. I'd say based on this, tier 8 is probably your most beneficial tier to farm. Just based off looking at that. This is good. So Primordial Collapse is amazing for EHP. Amplifying Strike's fantastic for anything. G-Comp's great. Oh, Sharp Fortitude is my favorite EHP module. So you got a good module setup. Tourney strategy. Yeah, you're going to want to use project funding. BHD would not be a tournament strategy. In fact, I would say Multiverse Nexus would more so be your farming strategy. And for tournaments, Primordial Collapse. Especially if you're going EHP in tournaments, which I would assume you're doing EHP. Because Primordial Collapse gives you such a good reduction in enemy attack damage. So having Primordial Collapse with EHP and defense, like, it really is going to help your tower. And you got to keep in mind that your defensive percentage, all your EHP stats apply to your wall. So getting that reduction in damage, plus your defense, plus extra wall health is really beneficial. So yeah, I'm already going to guess that you are, you're doing EHP for tournaments. So what I'd recommend is project funding as your generator module for tournaments. And then your Sharp Fortitude, your Amplifying Strike, and then Primordial Collapse. And then here, your Multiverse Nexus, this is going to be much more geared towards farming. And I know it's not a mythic yet, like this, but with having legendary effects, or epic effects still, on your Primordial Collapse, you could easily switch that to be something for tournaments. On a side note, I'm going to recommend reroll shards as a lab. The reason being is seeing that your rerolls are, like, your core effects are so much lower than what the module rarity is. I can tell you're going to need some rerolls. Rerolls is an easily slept on lab, but it's easy to forget. But once you get it, you start getting that surplus, it helps a lot. Because these sub effects, when you get to Mythic and Ancestral, they can't be slept on. They're really, really good. Lab speed's good. I wouldn't worry about damage at your level. I'd worry more about health and about wall. You don't want to eliminate enemies too quick until you get GT+. And with where you're at now, I wouldn't even really worry about damage. I'd switch this damage lab towards something defense related. Health, wall, health, regen related. Once you get to 4 band perks, that's good as well. But once this is done, have 2 labs going towards defense. That's going to help you start to farm higher in different tiers and then push farther in tournaments. Lab speed, damage, wall health. Yep, so wall health's good. Coins per kill is good. Standard perk bonus is good to max out. It's very beneficial. I didn't really pay too much attention to perks until I had to go for a stem cell treatment in Tijuana, and I wasn't around my device like all day. So I just went all in on perk labs to get like 4 bands, get good auto picks, perk bonus up, and that really set me up for the future. Workshop. So you got a ton of damage. That actually might hurt your farming with where you're at. Be good for tournaments. Let's see, what's your... You've got good health regen here. Got some decent enhancements. Labs. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I mean, you get one more level of defense, but I wouldn't worry about it until you get your standard perk bonus maxed out. That's how you get the 98% in run. Yeah, switch that damage lab to like wall health or wall rebuild, wall regen. That's going to be more beneficial. Or, more importantly, wall fortification. Wall fortification is so OP. It'll help a lot in tournaments with sharp fortitude. Level skips are good to max out. They're not too long. Getting your farming modules, your econ ultimate weapon labs up is going to be good. Farming coins, extra defense, damage, attack speed, health rate, cash, card package, chance, plasma cannon, extra defense. Do I not see health regen on here? You gotta have health regen on for tournaments, man. Yeah, especially for tournaments. I would take off energy net for your tournaments and put on health regen. That's, let's say, for my 3 pieces of advice, you want to put on health regen in your tournaments. Because your tournaments, I'm going to assume you're doing EHP. You got to have the health regen. You just absolutely have to. So energy net's not going to help too much in a defensive related tournament. Because the bosses are going to get eliminated by your thorns. So who cares if they're stopped for an extra 4 seconds? It doesn't really matter. Switch out your energy net for health regen in your tournaments. And then for your labs, get your 4th band perk. And then you're going to want your damage and your band perk labs, slot 2 and 3, to go towards like wall fortification, wall regen, or health regen. Which, well, I know you're getting health regen there, so you get normal health. Get your EHP stats up higher, and that's going to help a lot in tournaments. Golden bot's looking good. I'd say I think a little bit more into fetch, into the cooldown, will help you make sure to get the max stats on the daily. Oh, you did make it time for your review. Perfect timing. Yeah, I was just finishing up your review. But just to recap, my first piece of advice would be for tournaments. You got to have health regen on. I don't see it on for your tournaments. You do not need energy net on an EHP tournament. It's useless. So energy net is only good in glass cannon strategies where a boss hitting your wall or your tower will eliminate you. So take off energy net and then put on health regen for your tournaments. Stop doing the damage lab and worry more about getting more defensive labs done. That'll help you push up farther in tiers and then more in tournaments. And you could have lab 3 just still staying for perks. Once you get to the 4th band slot, if I can find it, that's really all you need. And then I'd get like your standard perk bonus maxed out. Make sure you have auto pick on. A few other things perk related, because once you get that set, you don't really have to worry about it anymore. And then the last piece of advice would be for your modules. Yeah, once you get some perk labs done, in fact, actually put on reroll shards as a lab. Because seeing here that you've got like an ancestral with no ancestral sub-effects, you need to get more reroll shards. And these modules, I would actually use your sharp fortitude for both farming and for tournaments. Tournaments, you want to go EHP. Now, cannon, you want damage, obviously, so and amplifying strike would be good for your tournaments. And then I would actually say Primordial Collapse could be good for both tournaments and farming because of the massive decrease in enemy damage to your tower. And then Project Funding. Project Funding for sure. The Multiverse Nexus is good if you don't have things in sync, especially in tandem with the G-Comp. But for tournaments, the Black Hole Digester, Multiverse Nexus, these are not good tournament modules. Oh, nice. You got Mythic Multiverse Nexus. That's great. Did you send a screenshot of your ultimate weapons? I don't think you did. But yeah, like for me, I would, I mean, Primordial Collapse is just so good with the decrease in damage. I'm pretty sure that even when I was EHP, I was using Primordial Collapse in my, when I got it late in Champions, because that 80% decrease in damage is massive. So even though it's a farming mod, you can still use it in tournaments because of the passive. 65% decrease in damage on top of your level 22 defense, you're going to be really lowering the enemy damage to you. And therefore, if you increase your wall health, your wall fortification, your health regen health, you're going to find that you're able to move out of whatever tournament you're in and get farther up into champions. But yeah, Kreptas, that's really my advice to you. Respect my damage after I sent this all because you are right. I was trying my econ. Nice. Yeah, that's something I said too. So I'm glad you picked up on that before you even said it. With where you're at, like I started going a lot into damage when I was getting up into Champions League. Before Champions League, I was all EHP because you really want to do, if you're not doing Orb Devo, do like a variation of it that you naturally will with the wall, where late in runs, all the enemies are going to bunch up, then your ultimates go off, Black Hole eliminates it, and you want your enemies to get eliminated then. And if you have too much damage where you're clearing out enemies so much, it's going to hurt that econ. So until you're like getting, you know, stuck somewhere in Champions, just go all in on defense. You really want to then, it's okay to get more damage when your cooldowns on your ultimates are low, or you have like GT Plus, for example. But yeah, that's my summary of a few pieces of advice to give you. Kreptas, thanks for sending this as well. And last one on the day, we're going to do Adir. Adir. Bought 3 perma packs, a few milestone ones. Also got the other packs. Try to explain general strategy. Hit GT Black Hole as first 2, luckily. Sally third was Chrono Field, so I preferred to sync them. Deathwave is 4th, that's good. 1 lad focus on that, maybe 2 slot priorities. Alright, so with Adir here, Adir started, oh wait. Yeah, September 19th, 2024. 340 billion coins earned, nice. I respect it. You know, players like myself, I don't shy away from it. I've gotten quite a bit of stone packs. So it's not fair to compare your progress to mine. So I always respect people who have more patience and more grind. I see these as good labs. The perk labs, you kind of have to bite the bullet and get it. And your black hole coin labs, like GT coin labs, you kind of have to bite the bullet and get those when you have them. They're just so beneficial. Let's take a look through here. My faves or future plan depends on my progress. Investing heavily in econ, upgrade my workshop. Mine is going to help me get more coins. That's a very good idea. As you get more workshop development and then workshop enhancements into like health, it will help you get econ strictly because you're able to farm higher tiers and get farther. 14 cards, that's good. Good for EHP. It's pretty much 14 cards should be fine for EHP tournaments. Free upgrades of cash. Absolute defense. I forgot that there's a fortress card. It's pretty much useless after if you're farming anything above tier 2 or 3, you don't need that card on at all. Modules. Yeah, I'd be putting all your gems into modules right now to get better mods. That's what I'd recommend. You've got a few that just need 1 more copy, and then you'll be able to get it to legendary, so that'll be huge. So I'd be putting. You've got enough card slots now for you know, EHP tournaments and EHP farming. However, your modules need some work, and I think if you get some more module like just, you know, upgrades, you'll be able to move up a bit. Just need footers for my primordial to make it legendary. So far it's a hold while I say more rerolls vesting on cards. Workshop. So I'd put any extra coins into your workshop, just defensive levels. Don't worry so much on damage. Too much damage when you're still doing EHP will hurt your econ. But what I was doing to push up in my tournaments is, and just my tiers I would be farming to get milestones, up until tier 11, is I'd have my labs going towards like econ stuff, like golden tower bonus, black hole bonus, or like perk stuff, module rerolls, just stuff to get out of the way. But all my extra coins, because those are relatively cheap labs, all my extra coins I'd put into my defensive upgrades. Because if you could start a tournament, like let's say you start a platinum tournament with 5,000 health and 5,000 health regen and maxed out defense absolute and then maxed out free upgrades, which, where are they? I don't see them. You're going to be able to go much farther than someone who starts their platinum tournament with, say, level 2,000 health and health regen. It's just you're starting with a much more developed tower. So you will quite literally see that more coins into your defensive upgrades is going to help you move up that much faster. Golden Tower, Black Hole, perfect. Leave that at 3 minutes, 20 seconds. I'd save up and pull your next ultimate weapon. Hopefully you get Death Wave. If you don't get Death Wave, hopefully Spotlight or Chain Lightning. Yeah, you definitely, I would now, since you've got those in sync at 3 minutes, 20 seconds, and you're getting some labs done on it, that's good. I would save up your stones to get your next ultimate weapon. I think it's time for you to get the next ultimate. Mostly the health and health regen. They're still 2,518 or something like that. Depends on econ. Maybe 3 in the future. Ultimate weapons are really bad. Smart I think missiles are going to probably take Chrono. No, I wouldn't take Chrono Field. Chrono Field's not useful until you're in Legends League. But yeah, you hope for Death Wave and Spotlight. If you don't get one of those, I would hope that you get Chain Lightning. If you have to unlock Chrono Field or like Inner Landmines, go with Inner Landmines. You can put a little bit into Inner Landmines, but it's not really going to be that useful. If you don't get Death Wave or Spotlight, my advice to you would be to not upgrade your new ultimate weapon at all. Just keep saving up stones to get the next ultimate after that. And then hopefully you get Death Wave or Spotlight for more coins gains. Guardian, I would fetch or summons alright, but I wouldn't put necessarily too much into it. What I would do if I were you is, well, I would get your summon lined up with your golden bot at 108 second cooldown, but then you want to get fetch, and you want to get fetch to the point of being able to get the daily maximums of like 20 gems, I think 20 medals. So for that, I think you have to spend like 1,000 medals or bits into fetch in order to get the daily maximums. So I would just get your summon in sync with your golden bot, and then don't worry about summon at all. Just worry about fetch. Fetch is going to be more beneficial for more gems and medals and even some modules. Guardian was lowered to 120 partial sync, now 20 second duration. G-bot sadly can't go to 100. I wouldn't worry about your golden bot cooldown any. In fact, you could respec this and just have it in sync at 120 unless you've done some labs on it. Have your golden bot in sync with summon or in sync with your black hole and golden tower is important. But considering it's a 3 minutes and 20 second cooldown for your ultimates, I don't know what the math would be. With 3 minutes 20 seconds, I don't think you could. That'd be 200 seconds, so you would need golden bot to be at 100 seconds. Yeah, you need golden bot at 100 seconds would sync with a 3 minutes 20 seconds ultimate weapon. But then you'd have to spend more on your summon to get that in sync too. But that would also help your econ. Yeah, so let's summarize my advice to you, Adir. It's save up for another ultimate weapon. Pray to the tower gods that it is Death Wave or Spotlight. If it's not either of those, hopefully it's Chain Lightning. If it's neither of those, buy whatever ultimate it is. I wouldn't worry about Chrono Field. and just do not upgrade it at all. Save all your stones for getting the next ultimate weapon. And at the next pull, you should be able to get Death Wave, just considering the amount that you'd have left. I would assume you'd get Death Wave by then. And then you'll immediately want to get that in sync at 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And the next one you'd want to focus on is Spotlight and getting at least 2 Spotlights with decent angle, and then researching Spotlight coin bonus. So that's my advice for ultimate weapons. My advice for the workshop is put any extra coins into your health and health regen and defense absolute, as that's really going to help in tournaments. And then third piece of advice is put your gems into modules. You're so close to getting some to legendary, so keep pulling. You've got good card slots for being an EHP player, but in tournaments, I think you said you still use Fortress for defense absolute. You don't need to use that in tournaments. You don't. I would not even worry about Fortress. I'd put on like Second Wind or Demon Mode. Yeah, Landmine Stun, maybe even Range, Slow Aura. I mean, there's extra defense. Well, you've got extra defense on for sure. Energy Shield, maybe. But yeah, Fortress is pretty much useless after Tier 2. Tier 2, Tier 3. But yeah, that's my summary advice to you, Adir. So, like I said, I like giving just a few pieces of advice. Not to necessarily breeze through it, but because, I mean, I could go in here and dissect everything, but everyone's tower is so unique. I like just whack-a-mole, pick the big ones that need help, that need advice, and give you set advice on it. And that's that. Or put it in Google Docs in the doc link. Yeah. If you've got that, if you've worried about the PDF being too big, just DM me a Google Doc and make it available to the public. So, like, I don't have to send you my email for approval. Just make it available to anyone. I'll download it. Also, make sure it's available to anyone because it will be shown publicly. So, don't put anything offensive on there. I will review it. But it's going to be shown publicly, so there shouldn't be anything private on there anyways. And yeah, I'll put it in a PDF. Hello, Bonzo. Do you take PDF's tower right now to review, or did you already select people? I already selected people for this batch, but if you send me some, then I'll have some for the next batch, which hopefully I'll do the next batch this weekend. That'll be the plan. I got G-Bot 90 seconds, Ultimate Weapons 180, Summon 120, pops every 3 minutes, and goes really hard every 6. That's a good sync there. Summon is expensive to get to 90. I think my summon right now is, well, 74. I don't know, depending on where you're at, I think your next focus is going to be getting summoned to also 90 seconds. It'll take a while, but even having summon at like 90-second cooldown and maybe a duration of like 10 seconds, that's still going to be pretty good for your coin bonus. It can't be underestimated, the power of having things in sync. I saw like a 40% increase when I went back to BHD from a Mythic G comp and I got everything in sync. That was, of course, before I got assist modules, started using this, but that still helped out a ton. But yeah, y'all, that was really it for today. I just wanted to jump on a quick video, review some folks' towers. Again, I thank you all for sending me the tower, PDFs. My Discord is in the description. So please send me PDFs or a Google Doc, Google link that is, that I'll be able to download, and then I'll review your tower next time. And final note to leave you with is when I'm at 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a stone pack. And to enter, just comment on my 10-month progress update video. It was made about a month or so ago. So comment on that, and you will enter to win. And when I'm at 1,000 subscribers, I'll give away the stone pack. No. Attack to 10 targets. I lost like 20 going for epic and legendary G comp. I don't know what you mean by attack to 10 targets. You mean like the attack, whatever this is? This attack? Yeah, I don't have anything in attack. I don't have anything in ally. I don't have anything in bounty. Or do I? No, nothing in bounty. It's just all fetch and summon, baby. Summon is so good with GT+, just everything's going towards summon. Yeah, saving up for it. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm on the journey to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to get there. And I'm rewarding the community when I get to it by giving away Stone Pack. The plan is to go live tomorrow evening at 6, but me and some of the guys have been DMing on Discord, potentially planning out where all of us streamers will queue up at the same time to try to get in the same tournament, which would be a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for that. That might be an exciting development, but I'll keep you guys posted. Just a comment on your video, no special word? No, just comment on it. That's it. Super simple. You can just comment, commenting for pack. Or you could just say F you. Or you could just put a dot. Doesn't matter. Any comment on that video will enter you to win the Stone Pack. Not on this stream, no. How I do it is I pick out which ones I want to do. I put it into Firefox. And I do it that way because then no other personal information is shown. And so what I do before is I'll review, I'll research all these, because I haven't, knock on wood, yet had anybody send me anything like offensive or profane that would get my YouTube in trouble if I pull it up on the stream. So I always review these beforehand. But yeah, send me that Discord message with the PDF or Google Doc, open to the public, and I'll give it a review. But I appreciate it, y'all. I will see you on my tournament stream tomorrow, or of course